What's poppin', YouTube? Welcome to my channel, Astro Finesse. It's your boy Lil Finesse and Jiggy Hippie back with another video for y'all. And this video right here, we're talking about if we have Neptune in the 4th house. And now pause for the cause. If you don't know how to find your Neptune placement, if you're a new subscriber, if you're just starting off your journey of self-love, self-knowledge, self-understanding, if you don't realize why it's so important that you have to look at yourself through astrology, study yourself through astrology, and overall love yourself through astrology and numerology, don't worry, I got you. There's a couple of videos. I put the link in the description. You have to watch them first to become hip to the knowledge of what I'm about to talk about right now. So if you look through your birth chart or your natal chart, it's the same thing. And you realize you have Neptune in the 4th house. First of all, I also have this placement, so you already know. I fuck with you on an even deeper level because we have the same Neptune placement. But this video is for you. So without further ado, let's just get it poppin', shall we? Now you already know before I start, I'm going to give y'all a list of some celebrities so y'all can visually see what Neptune in the 4th house people look like and act like in reality. So to start, we got Johnny Depp, Nicole Scherzinger, Kevin Hart, Cher, Eddie Murphy, Usher, Donald Glover, Janelle Monáe, Taraji P. Henson, and Jessica Alba. Alright, so boom, Neptune in the 4th house. First of all, what does Neptune mean? What does Neptune represent in our birth chart? So the planet Neptune rules Pisces, so anything Neptunian, think about Pisces energy, which is spiritual, fantasy, hard to pinpoint. It's like delusions and illusions, confusion. It's really in the 5th dimensional realm, so subconscious mind, the unconscious mind. It's anything that is not in reality, anything that is spiritual, hard to pinpoint, not really specific, but confusion, low key. So in your birth chart, Neptune shows you where in your life that it's going to be hard to really know the full details, hard to really understand things. It kind of puts a cloud or a fogginess over that area in your life. So Neptune kind of forces you to put more emphasis, put more energy onto understanding what's going on in that area in your life. So now we already know the 4th house energy ruled by Cancer. So the 4th house is our home, our childhood, our upbringing, our roots, how we feel deep down inside when nobody sees us. Is like our privacy. 4th house is our inner self, our roots. It's the lowest part of the chart, the most private part of the chart. It's one of the most important parts of the chart because remember, the 1st house, the 4th, the 7th house, and the 10th house are the axis of the chart. So the 4th house is our roots, where we come from, our ancestors, our heritage. So now what does it mean when you have Neptune, the planet of illusions, delusions, confusion, lies and deception, but also spirituality and the 5th dimensional energy in the house of our roots, of our ancestors, of our privacy, of our inner self, our home life? Now, like I said, I have this placement, so I'm going to be using myself as an example a lot in this video because I pride myself on this channel being as authentic and as real as possible. So for the betterment of humanity, even though I hate telling people my business, I gotta I gotta be as authentic as possible. So anyway, now most likely us growing up, I start off by saying, because Neptune rules spirituality, a lot of us grew up in a religious household. Like for me, I was born into and raised a Jehovah's Witness, so I had to take a lot of time to break myself out of that mentality of religion. So a lot of us grew up in a religious household, or because, like I said, Neptune is confusion and delusion, a lot of us grew up in a household where one or both of our parents kind of created an illusion or delusion for us or to us. Or us growing up, our childhood is not really pinpoint accurate as what we think it is in reality. We kind of have a diluted, cloudy image of our childhood, or a diluted, clouded image of our parents or how we were raised. And because of that, if we don't heal from this, if we don't really put the emphasis on understanding what was going on in our childhood, because the 4th house is our roots, it's where we started, it's where we start, it's our privacy, it's our home life. If our roots and our foundation isn't really pinpointed, and if we don't put the work to actually understand what's going on with our foundation, anything that grows out of our roots when we're growing older, anything that we try to build in the future, will not be sustainable because our roots is not really stable enough. So we have to really understand that with Neptune in the 4th house, it takes a lot of time, a lot of patience for us to really understand what happened to us in our childhood, understand why it happened to us in the childhood, understand how to heal from it. So like I said, a lot of us grew up in a childhood where we kind of lived life not in reality when it comes to our home life, when it comes to our foundation. Either one or both of our parents kind of, I'm not going to say lied to us, but just created a different kind of environment that is not in reality. A lot of us kind of grew up with parents that were either narcissistic or the parents that kind of forced you to believe in what they wanted you to believe in, kind of gaslighted us. And gaslighting means like when we know something is true, then our parents would be like, nah, you're crazy for believing in that, or nah, that's not true, or nah, this is what it is. It's like they kind of force their belief system on us or kind of force their ideologies on us. And as a child, because we're innocent children, because we're innocent, we're born into that family, because we're born into that situation, it's like we kind of have to deal with it in that moment. And as we're growing older, if we don't look back and understand why things happen the way it happened, if we don't ask questions, if we don't try to clear things up, it will subconsciously affect us as we become older and start our own family or start our own private life with somebody else, like bring somebody else into our heart or into our foundation. So I'm gonna keep stressing in this video how important it is for us to heal from our childhood, because like I said, we don't have a clear pinpoint vision or understanding of what happened. So Neptune, a lot of us, our parents kind of created a different reality. Like I said, a lot of times we like to escape reality through our home life or through going into our room, through going into spirituality, through music, through art. We like to really isolate ourselves because we found a lot of security within ourselves because we crave stable security. Cancer energy, 4th house energy is all about the home life being stable and secure and nurturing and beautiful and all that. So when Neptune comes in here and it causes confusion, a lot of us crave that stability, but then we realize something happens or something doesn't make sense that we can't really pinpoint. So we like to seclude ourselves and isolate ourselves a lot and escape reality through going into our spiritual realm, through going into our imagination, through going into our made-up belief, like in a childhood made-up belief mind. We kind of just like to escape within ourselves, like within ourselves, and be really stable and really private within ourselves. So with this placement, like I said, if you grew up in a house with a lot of people, or you grew up in a big family, or just being in a house in general, we are the type that would just lock ourselves in a room and be there and just escape reality, just be in our own world. For me, I used to play a lot of video games. I used to listen to a lot of music, used to draw a lot, just do things that makes us tap into our imagination, but makes us secluded and isolated. And all this is because, like I said, Neptune is illusions, delusions. 4th house is stability and our comfort zone. So we find our comfort zone being able to go into another realm, go into imagination. Like for me, as soon as I figure it out, or as soon as I mustered up the courage to read about astrology, because remember, religions say don't look at astrology as the devil. As soon as I actually looked at astrology and tapped into my own spirituality, I was like, yo, this is crazy. So I kind of secluded myself away from the religious energy, the religious information, and I made my own type of spiritual avenue, my own type of spiritual stability, my own type of spiritual safety in a way. So we like to isolate ourselves through our spiritual self, through our imagination, and through our creativity in that way. Now with this placement, if you don't understand what happened in your childhood, if you don't heal yourself from maybe having parents that wasn't really honest with you, or weren't really clear with you, or were narcissistic, or kind of made things foggy and illusional, or lied to you, or just you didn't really see a good example of what a stable family was, or maybe one or both of your parents were very Neptunian, which is like very addicted to substances, alcohol, gambling, or things like that. If you really went through that kind of avenue, those kind of energies in your childhood, and you don't heal yourself, you will realize as you're getting older, when you start to date, or when you're trying to bring somebody else into your home, into your heart, into your 4th house energy, when you're trying to start your own family, you can subconsciously, like I said, Neptune energy is a subconscious and unconscious mind. You can subconsciously attract that same energy into your life. And you'll be asking yourself, like, damn, I'm such a nurturing person. I'm such a good intention, good-hearted person. Why am I attracting narcissists? Why am I attracting evil intentioned people? Why am I attracting this kind of energy? And that's the universe showing you, giving you the same examples like, look, you have to really heal yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to set up boundaries for yourself. Neptune has no boundaries. Neptune is selfless. Neptune is all about the spiritual realm, has no ego. So you have to force yourself to create boundaries for yourself when you're bringing people into your home, bringing people into your heart, bringing people into your private life. You have to set boundaries for yourself. And if you don't, like I said, you'll be attracting these type people that kind of remind you of your childhood, which is people that are really deceptive, people that come to you and show you a face, but then in the background they're really different, or deceiving you, or letting you down, or being like, disrespectful behind your back. Like, you will be attracting the same type of deceptive, hard to pinpoint, confusing energy into your life, into your fourth house energy, into your private life, into your home, if you're not healing yourself, understanding yourself, and setting out boundaries for yourself as into who you want to be into your life, who you want to bring into your home. Like I said, Neptune doesn't have boundaries, so it's really up to us to, first of all, understand that we have to not blame ourselves, not be down on ourselves, not play the victim like, oh, this happened to me when I was a child, so now life is this. Like, don't play victim, don't be all that, because we are born into where we're born into. We experience what we experience for a reason. We're here in this reality to experience life, so we all go through different experiences, and our experience with the Neptune in the fourth house was a clouded, diluted kind of childhood, so these things happen for a reason. If we're not healing ourselves from these things, understanding ourselves from these things, loving ourselves, not being down on ourselves, not playing victim, if we're not doing the inner work, because fourth house is a private life, and this means we have to do a lot of inner private work, a lot of foundational roots type work. We have to do the inner work with this placement. If we're not doing this, you will constantly be recycling the cycle, bringing people that are deceptive into your life, bringing people that are lying to you into your life, bringing that confusion into your life. So before you start a family, before you start bringing someone into your life, understand that you have to have a clear pinpoint vision of your identity, who you are, your roots, your foundation, where you came from, not blaming yourself, not being down on yourself with this placement. So you have to understand setting boundaries as into knowing, making sure before you actually open your heart, because I know we are really nurturing, we are really empathic people. We truly like to father or mother people around us, really like nurturing like that, Cancer energy. And we do that in a selfless type of way, in a spiritual type of way, in a way that we just want to help and heal people in a nurturing fourth house energy type way. So if we're not setting boundaries for ourselves, we will be bringing in the same kind of Neptunian, delusional type energy. Now, fourth house also rules our ancestors. So a lot of us are spiritually tied to the past, spiritually tied to our ancestors, spiritually tied to our spirit guides. Like for me, as y'all see the Egyptian energy in the background, the Egyptian symbols in the background, the African symbols in the background. I'm really tied to my past, my ancestors, where I brought up. Like, we're really tied to our generational ancestry kind of way, in a way. And we like to have our home like a spiritual safe haven. Like for me, I take pride in making sure when I come to my house, like come into my room, like this is my spiritual safe haven. I'm safe and I'm like spiritually in tune with the environment. I could like escape reality in a way and be like, in tune with myself. Like, we like to have our house to be very safe and sanctuary kind of way. So if we're bringing people into our home, into our fourth house into our fourth house energy, and we're not really doing the inner work or setting boundaries or really knowing if that person is real or not, you'll be bringing that deception into your safe haven. And this is not what we fourth house Neptune people need in this reality, because that's just bringing back the cycle of our childhood. But all in all, though, a plus for this placement is once we start our own family, we have like idealistic mind of what we think a family is. So we kind of feel like, a family should be like this, should be like that. And when we're growing up, we have to be careful not to kind of push our idealism or idealistic information or idealistic views onto our future children, because like I said, our parents low key did that in the past in our child. They kind of pushed their ideas onto us, and that kind of created us not really having a strong stable pinpoint view of what our childhood is. So we have to work on not pushing our ideals onto our children, not pushing our views onto our children, but actually creating that safe haven, creating that environment that we wanted when we were children. We can actually be able to create, I just said that 3 times. We can actually be able to create a safe haven for our children, for our family that we all craved in the past. So we can actually be really good nurturers, really good fathers, really good mothers, really good husbands, really good wives, like really good family type people, because we know what it's like to have it confusing, to have it diluted, to have it not really easy to understand. So with this placement, it all stems back to doing the inner work, doing the healing work, really focusing and trying to understand what was going on, why did this happen. Like really, you have to put a lot of emphasis on knowing your roots and your foundation, because if the roots and the foundation isn't pinpoint, isn't A1, anything growing from it is not going to be sustainable. Anything growing from when you're trying to build your empire, when you're trying to build your family, it's not going to be sustainable. It's not going to be A1. So understand that. Put a lot of effort into understanding our roots, our foundation, our childhood. Do the inner work. Set the boundaries. Don't be too nurturing to everybody, and like don't be too giving to everybody, because you have to understand that people like us are targets to people that like to take advantage of people, like narcissistic people, gaslighting people, things like that, delusional liars type people. We become targets to those type of people if we don't set boundaries for ourselves. So all in all, set boundaries. Do the inner healing work. Don't play victim. Don't be like, woe is me, worries me, all that. Don't play victim, but actually put yourself, do your work, put yourself out there to understand that, look, this is what happened when I was a child. I healed myself. I'm setting boundaries, but I know the person or the people I'm bringing into my home, my family life, is who I know is real and true, and is not bringing in the diluted delusion and illusions into my house. So that was my video on Neptune in the 4th house. I hope y'all enjoyed that. My next video is going to be on Neptune in the 5th house, and you already know I'm about to go in. If y'all subscribe to my channel, appreciate all y'all for real, you already know. But if you still haven't subscribed yet, go ahead, hit another one time for your boy. Don't forget to drink your water, mind your business, and be safe out here. It's your boy, Lil Finesse Jiggy Hippie. I'm going to see all y'all when I see y'all. Peace.